Hello there everybody, it is of course a great and glorious, soon to be famous one day Nick Dutch back on the camera again one more time. I'm just chilling out today, just watching some CNBC, watching some stock market videos on YouTube, because basically you could either watch a horror film on the Sci-Fi Channel or you could watch CNBC and basically you'll still get the same kind of feeling, oh my god, we're all gonna die! Uh, but in reality, just take it easy, alright? Because we're not all going to die, and eventually this problem will come to an end. Alright, just wanted to get that out the way. Okay, now I've had a few people inquiring as to how it went, when I did that little presentation to my local group of pagan people. It actually went quite well. I was talking about deism, trans-deism. I talked about the history of deism and what it was trying to create, the importance of deism in the creation of the Constitution of the United States of America, and the various ideas about religious tolerance and freedom of speech, as well as a separation of church and state, which is present in America, which actually came out of deist thinking, if my research is correct. It might not be, but I don't think, that if you consider the dates, it will make a lot of sense that way. And also, if you think about it, 1818, it wasn't too far after the French Revolution. It wasn't too far after a period of time when there was an awful lot of persecution between intra and inter-religious groups throughout the European area. And essentially how deism basically came about, and of course the movements by, the year 2000, Larry Coupling, and so on and so forth, to create pan-Indeism, and from pan-Indeism to eventually get to trans-deism, which is what I am and basically always have been even before the term came into existence. And I just showed the similarities, really. The similarities in approach between the occultists and the pagans, the trans-deist occultism, as well as pagan occultism. And what that really meant, and seeing the similarities there was good. It was also great to be able to, dot the I's and cross the T's for these people who've mainly been exposed to the Crowleyan definition of magic being the art and science of changing conformity with the will, and not the explanation that Crowley actually gave, namely that there was life, being and doing, which was the science and art of changing conformity with the will, and then there was the magic of tradition, because essentially within pagan culture they applied the science and art definition to the unempirical. Okay, so what I've been trying to do in my earlier videos is trying to say, well, if you're going to apply the word to the unempirical, then basically prove to me that you've got scientific thought, which lots of people haven't done. Alright, but instead what I tried to do was to show that separation between the unempirical investigation into apparently supernatural psychological things, and of course the other aspect, which is thinking properly and in depth about life. So as presentation went, it actually was very good, and I think it took away a lot of the veneer that one gets from religious groups, and underneath that we saw the bare bones of what was really happening, and it just showed that deism, was probably much more widely spread than you might have thought otherwise. There was a very good time. There was a small but select crowd there. The presentation worked very nicely, and I think I think I opened a few people's eyes to something which is new to them, quite important, and in my estimation quite beautiful. And it also showed me how much I love deism, and how much despite anything else I might do in my life, I am always going to be a deist. This has been what I have been since I was a child. This is what I always will be, and I'm quite happy about that. So deism rocks. Keep cool. Speak to you soon.